intelligent life is so very rare, the rarest thing in creation, but the most precious. It is the only thing that gives meaning to the universe. Without it, nothing begins, nothing ends.
Greetings, everyone. I am the Spaceman, and I've landed in your area. And welcome to another edition of Pipe Dreams. Today, I have chosen a delicious tobacco that I just received from Pipe Signals. Damn, right? Should have been a blooper. Maybe I'll add that in later. So anyway, I received this tobacco from Pipes and Cigars, and it is, well, let me light it first. How's that? Whoa. Quite a flame there. Blowtorch. Just filled my lighter. Go figure, right? Anyway, what I'm smoking is some Russ. Let's see if I can get that to focus there. Russ Tastykake. 1 ounce. That's all I ordered. I didn't go to town on it because, of course, I'm trying it out. Word has it on the site that it is a limited edition. Also hard to get lit. It is an English blend, a crumble cake. Made up of black Cavendish, Latakia, Oriental, Turkish, and Virginia. Nice lines there, huh? I am smoking it in a pipe which I found back in December of 2018 at a local pipe shop that has some pipes, just the old new stock, right? Sitting around for a long time. And I found this pipe. It's a Savoy Silver. See that? I don't know if it'll focus or not. It's a Savoy Silver. Probably not going to focus. And it is made in Italy. And it's a pot-shaped pipe. I featured this in a video. If you follow my channel or watch my videos, you will remember this pipe as the little treasure that all of us pipe smokers wish for and hope to find one day. The stem was very, very, very oxidized. I mean, it was bad, and I had to use some OxyClean on it. I soaked it in OxyClean for I think a day or something, 24 hours, and then I went ahead and used some of those magic erasers and rubbed until I got it to the point where it is black, almost completely black, and a little bit of oxidation on it, teeny bit. It was like a rusty reddish or rusty brownish color prior to this. It's a very good smoker. I've been smoking a lot of Gaslight, GLP's Gaslight in it. I'm finally featuring it on a video. But tonight's selection, of course, is this Russ Tastykake, which comes in this crumble cake. I cut it this way, adjacent to the way the lines run. Has a very rich, creamy taste, smoky, of course, smell. Woodsy. Musty kind of smell to it. Fruity. Of course, it has the Virginias. And, but anyway, you know, it's so far, to be honest with you, I'm not really tasting much right now. So I'm going to sit here and smoke it a little bit while I talk about something I would like to share with you. It seems that, I'll get back to the blend in a minute. I just want to express my gratitude and thanks to all of the people who are helping out during this whole COVID-19 pandemic, especially the truck drivers. Truck drivers are very important to our vitality, our sustainability, and right now they are really going through the mill. They are jammed up at places, waiting to unload their trucks, unable to unload their trucks, going through a lot, folks. And truckers are very important. Need I put emphasis on that, how important they are. They are as important as farmers, nurses, doctors. All of these people play a role in this whole thing and are completely selfless, dedicated to this, to put themselves out there, especially putting themselves out in danger where they could contract this virus. Whereas I'm sure they're taking necessary precautions, they're still out there helping and doing what they can do, and they have not stopped working. There's been a lot of businesses closed down, but there's people who have to keep moving. We can't stop everything, grind everything to a halt, or we would be in a lot of trouble. We're already heading towards an economic downturn from this, just from the last 2 weeks or so of this chaotic mess. But that being said, when I drive down the road and I see a tractor trailer, I always think of, and when I'm eating food, I think of this. Man, what would we do without these guys? I think of all these guys that deliver food to our stores and produce and to all the warehouses and wherever, and the train, same with the trains, but the trucks, the trains do a lot too, as far as carrying the massive loads of cargo across country all at once in one shot and non-stop. They just stop and they change crews and they keep moving. So they have that benefit, but the truckers have the advantage where they can go to places the trains can't go. So now we have trains and truckers. This is how they coordinate and work together. Anyway, let's get another blend of this. Flavor. Taste. Citrusy, right? You can taste the Virginias. Citrusy, tangy. Wow, that is good. It's got a little bit of citrusy, tangy thing going on with a figgy, smoky campfire kind of, and a little bit of a spice with the perique and the orientals and all that, and Turkish, and of course the the Latakia, one of my favorites. Now, getting back to the truckers, you know, one day I was driving in my car and I had a passenger in my car, and we were behind a slow truck, tractor trailer, and he commented, "I hate trucks. I hate trucks." You know, because they get in front of you and they hold you up. I said, "Friend, you don't realize how important these trucks really are," I said, "to our vitality." And what I just said a few minutes ago, I told him, they are very important to this. And and the doctors and nurses, like I said, and everybody putting in their time and putting in their effort. So look, you guys out there driving and waiting, look, if I had the ability, I had the funds, and I could come out there to these places where you're waiting, and you need like a hot meal, because I know you're on the road and you're waiting, and all these restaurants are closed and bars are closed, and truck stops have restaurants and bars. So where are you going to get food? Drive-throughs are still open. How's a truck going to drive through a drive-through? Cause a lot. They could do it, but it would cause a lot of damage, I would think. So that's where we're at with all this, and it's a sad thing. It's a shame, because I would do that if I could come out there and do this and give you something to eat, and a hot cup of coffee and a sandwich or something. By the way, I'm drinking some Patriot Roasters. And but like I said, most of the time when I'm eating a meal, I'm thinking of who it was that made it possible for me to get that meal. I just want to know that I appreciate you guys tremendously. Thank you. God bless you for your service. Once again, God bless all the nurses and doctors and everyone who is putting all their effort in working to keep this virus from spreading even more, and working to bring it to a halt before you have 5 million casualties instead of just 5,000. 5,000 is bad enough or whatever. But if we weren't doing the things we're doing, we could end up with 5 million casualties until we get over that peak and, down on the slope downturn. I guess China now is getting back to work, and things are getting back to some prosperity, but they're getting back to some kind of functioning system there. And I don't know. I it's just something that came out so quickly and reared its ugly head. We did not expect it. And just a big thank you to all the doctors and nurses, anyone out there providing their services, the store workers at Walmart, the stock boys, the maintenance people at the stores, anyone that's providing their selfless efforts to help mankind through this tough time. So I want to look at something here about this tobacco a little bit here. I'm just checking some notes here on tobacco reviews. Sometimes I like to go to tobacco reviews and look after I get I get a flavor and I get an impression from a tobacco, and I really don't know what is it I'm actually tasting here? You know, am I tasting, is it a buttery taste? Is it a creamy taste? Good old flamethrower, right? Zippo. Good coffee. Patriot Roasters. Tangy. Tangy. This tobacco is very tangy. There it goes. So, you know, I want to say that it kind of like, in that way, it kind of reminds me a little bit of GLP's Quiet Nights. It's got that little bit of a tangy thing going on. It's a crumble cake. So, I don't know. Is it exactly like it? I don't know, because I don't remember. I haven't smoked Quiet Nights in a while, but it's kind of the tangy, has the tangy edge to it, you know, and this pipe is a very good smoker, by the way. Sweet. Got that sweet Virginia flavor. And perhaps some Carolinas in it, right? And Latakia. Cat just jumped up on the stove. Hey, what are you doing up there on the stove? She thinks there's food up there. There's none up there. So, smoky, campfire, Latakia, greatness, love it. Has a cool burn to it. Very spicy and raisiny, but something adds to this a smoothness, and I'm thinking it's the Black Cavendish. So it's Cyprian Latakia, and that brings about the woody, earthy kind of flavor in it. Light tanginess and barbecue would obviously be the Virginias and the Latakia. Anyway, this is a great tobacco. I'm actually liking this, and it's a limited edition. I don't know how long it's going to be available. I don't really remember how much I paid for it, but you have to go to Pipes and Cigars and look up Russ Tastykake, and you shall find it. Okay? Nice, isn't it? Well, this pipe is really kicking into high gear right now. I'm like halfway, maybe 3/4 of the way down the bowl. And this stuff is really kicking in. It's got some really, really good, rich flavor. It's just awesome. I really like it. It's well balanced. All the notes are there, you know, all the different notes. I mean, you might, this could be an all-time smoke for a lot of people. Just, you know, you had to choose one tobacco, you could choose this tobacco if you like English. And Not to mention I wanted to mention the brother blend of this, which is 10 to midnight. Now I'm going to read to you the notes that are on Pipes and Cigars. This is what you'll find in the description. A few years ago, when Russ was still pressing tobaccos himself, he made a new blend based on 10 to midnight, a dark, full Balkan-style tobacco containing bright and matured Carolina and Virginias, Turkish and Orientals, and Latakia, but with some Perique and Black Cavendish added to it. The Cavendish is steamed Green River Burley. Oh, no wonder this tastes so good. The Cavendish is steamed Green River Burley with no flavor in the steam press. And some people may complain about Englishes. I love the room note. It has a nice smell to it. Barbecue, campfire, just wonderful, kind of rich, bready, kind of like bread baking or something. That's what I get from this. It also has a bready flavor to it, like maybe like a raisin bread kind of flavor. So, I could get into this all night. This is a great blend. But I'm going to close out here, and I'm probably going to give this, on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm going to give this baby a 10 because I really like it. I really do. So thank you, Russ Ouellette, Pipes and Cigars. Wonderful blend here. Thank you, everybody who's working overtime and hard to take care of this situation that we have going on in the country. And let's keep all this in prayer in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ, that he will bring us through this and bring us back to prosperity, bring our country back to a prosperous, thriving nation. Okay? You all have a good one. Keep looking up to the stars, because you might just see my cat jumping up on the stove. You might just see me up there hovering around, and I might land in your area next time with a brand new tobacco and a brand new review, or just some other cockamamie horse sense and whatever. Okay? Have a good one and stay safe, everybody.